Hello everybody, Messaturi here with episode 5 of BeamNG Drive Career Mode with the RLS Career Overhaul mod in Hardcore mode. All kinds of other mods and goodies, of course, included. Basically got all of the packs that come with the deal there. And we've got a couple of milestones to start off with. So car jockey, I did a couple of those to help us get this garage. Collect 24 stars freestyle branch and set at 215 kilometers, which is not 1750. It's going to be half of that, which is going to be what, 875 credits. But that gets us up to 1,977. We're going to make sure we don't have any others. Perfect. And then a couple of other little additives. So let's unpause quick. Control Alt and W. We got MK's dynamic weather ready to go. I've made sure that things are set up so they won't get too crazy, but we'll have a little bit of weather going on there. Just have to bounce back quick. And then we'll also go to, it's going to be the sleep, and then we'll toggle day night. We'll leave that on. Interesting. Won't let me look at that. It's paused as well. Okay. So yeah, this is our new little UI thing, it looks like, in here for how this is set up. It looks like it's a little bit laggy, but as long as it works, that's the main thing that I worry about. So it looks like quick repair, paint coverage, all that kind of stuff. I don't know. Let's see, edit policy. Yeah, 1,125. We're going to go ahead and bump this repair time up probably to 10 minutes. I'm okay with waiting a little bit if we need to. Renewal period, it looks like that would be budget friendly to do that. Let's see, we'd be at 1,000 every, so it'd be like 3,000 every 30 minutes. We do that, it actually saves us money there. Totaled percentage, just half the cost. Oh man, we're going to leave it at that. We get 2 toes with it. That should be okay. We won't apply paint. That's going to save us $100 on our premium there. Quick repair will be enabled. Deductible of 10%. Let's go to 15%. That'll save a little bit of money there. So we're going to pay 1,400 credits. That's not too bad. I think we'll be okay with that. Insurance score is down at 0.9. So of course we have this option here. We can go ahead and get some loans. We can do 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour, and 4 hour. And that's kind of the thing, is like maximum 50,000. I was looking at this a little bit here. So like maximum we can do is 50,000. And I don't know if I want to go that far. Because let's say I get a 10,000 credit loan, it's going to be 12,500 to pay back, and I've only got 2,000 credits right now, so I think maybe we'll hold off until we actually get like the money in our pockets to pay it back, and then we can get the loan to kind of help boost. I was thinking about that. It'd be a pretty cool deal though to definitely try and get some loans going in here and all that, and we can get notifications for everything that happens. I do want to kind of take a look and see if there's a vehicle in here, because the first vehicle that I want to get, I have played in free roam with it, and it is a Hirochi, so there goes my keyboard doubling the O's, which it loves to do that. But oh, there is one here. It is the CCF, and the reason why I was looking at that is because, well, it's got a lot of cool stuff. A while back, there was some mods that I was looking at, which was basically the driver assistant mods and stuff like that. So you'd get the kind of like auto braking feature if you're coming up behind a car too quick. Car would brake for you to at least try to prevent an accident and stuff. But yeah, stuff like that, that's pretty cool. Backup camera sensor thingies or whatever. All kinds of goodies. And the mod, unfortunately, did not work. Did not look like it was getting updated, so I kind of canned that idea. Then I played around with the CCF and went, oh my god, when I see it. So that's going to be one of them that we're going to start with. But, I mean, right now, we don't really have a whole lot of money, and I still need to kind of figure that out. We managed to get ourselves up to 65,000 to get the garage, so, I mean, the only other thing I can think about is doing some more missions, but that's kind of getting boring, right? Let's be honest, even for me, it's kind of getting boring. Like, I like to do them, but definitely need to figure something better to do here. And also, I hate that it does that. As soon as I come out, it pauses it. But we got some weather going on and everything. So I'm trying to think about what the CCF would be good for besides, you know, we could do like passenger taxiing missions, but That's not going to be too amazing. Let's go ahead and just start by retrieving our vehicle here. I'm playing so many different games, it's hard for me to remember what keybinds do what for what games, I'll be honest. Maybe what I need to do is start by putting a manual transmission in here, at least we don't have this weirdness of this transmission. Let's see if we can do that. For customization. We got a 2-speed dual-matic transmission, so that's why it's been very, very crazy. There's a 3-speed manual, 4-speed manual is $500. Man, honestly, a 4-speed manual might be okay. We'll do a 4-speed sport because I know we don't have a lot, but then again, if we do this, we could save a little bit of money here by at least trying to get a little bit more power into the engine and make it a little bit more movable. So, of course, it's just the inline 6, nothing too crazy. Doesn't look like intake we can do anything with it. Man, we really can't do anything to this, can we? Because do some side exhaust pipes, stock long blocks. It's all going to be, power-wise, is going to come down to changing the engine, which is really expensive, as we can see in here. Not going to be an easy deal to do. So, I guess 4-speed sport. And, I mean, what else can we really do, right? I mean, we can take a look. I bet we don't have sway bars. That'll help a little bit. Just do some regular front and rear sway bars here. And that'll at least kind of get us moving a little bit easier here. We're just going to spend 1,100 of the credits here, but I think we'll be okay. We have the one box there. Ooh, can we put more cargo slots in the car? Now that's a good question. I should have looked at that first. We get some wind gusts here. It's moving my character around. 6 cargo boxes here. We can do... You can do trunk, trunk, trunk. Looks like the trunk really holds a lot. So we got A, B, C, D, E, and F. Good. It's 320 credits. Oh, kind of pushing it. I want to try to keep like 500 credits on there, which we're going to be a little under. But that's going to be as far as I'm going to be able to put that. But that'll give us some space to do some more cargo delivery. And with the manual, we should be able to get up and down hills, especially being that I did the sport manual. So it'll have a little bit shorter ratios and should be a little bit easier to get it up and moving. I don't really want to do too much else to the car. I think what we've done is pretty much as far as I'm going to go here. Let's head on down to the docks over here and take a look to see what we can get as far as parcel deliveries here. Gotta remind myself I gotta obey all the lights and everything here. And a 30-mile-an-hour speed limit basically in town, which we're letting the engine kind of help me right now with keeping that. I do have a green light. I wasn't sure if there's going to be traffic coming from the left and if I just do a right on red kind of thing, and if it wouldn't get me in trouble, but definitely know I can't do left here if it's red. There we go, we got a green light. Oh yeah, we've got some more zoom going here. Not that the thing is actually going to be fast, but compared... yeah, I bet you this is all going to be timed here. Let's see, there's 19 parcels apparently available here. And it looks like, yeah, we need to be level 2 to get those. So yeah, we'll carry on. I think I've looked at that before. Let's see if we can get anything going here. Let's see, so there's 69 parcels available. Very nice. And it looks like This is about the best we can get here. 8 of these. Let's go ahead and pull those on in. Wants me to go and pick them up, I'm assuming. Yes. Which makes sense. Oopsies, I accidentally caught my thumb on the joystick trying to go to the clutch there. I don't know. That's not something that's really ever happened to me. Ooh. Pick those up. Ooh, yeah, we could see that rear end just squat down. I didn't think perfume would be that heavy, but again, we probably don't have a great suspension anyways, so. I think it's actually 40 through here, but I'm not going to really push too high on that. Set it at 33. I use my magical cruise control. So far, weather's been pretty tame as well. It looks like we're just getting some wind, nothing too crazy. So, did have to remove the dynamic skies for time of day to work and all that, but you know, it's one of those things of like, I will always call it static skies, because I mean, you can change them, but they do not change themselves. The clouds don't move, the time of day doesn't change with the clouds and stuff. And I get it, there'd probably be a lot of work to get that all working, but it's great for about screenshots and maybe some free roam daytime driving. That's personally as far as I see it going, but again, that's just my opinion on that. Here we are. Good, we get to drop that off. We also should get a little bit of a bonus in a way, right? 146 credits right there. That's something decent. Looks like we're getting our leveling up. That's the big thing. Is there going to be... I don't think there's going to be any parcels really nearby to here. Besides the food place, which, I mean, that's timed, so we got to be careful with that. Watch for traffic coming down here as well. Yeah, putting a manual in this car is definitely helpful here. Oopsies. Definitely did not get the greatest of parking jobs there. 21 parcels available here. Let's see what we can do. So there's 2 for there. I mean, they're all pretty much going to different spots, and even just these 2 are not as much as what this will bring us. So here we got to go all the way over to the island, and it'd give us what? How much time? 4 minutes, 23 seconds. Ooh, it's kind of tight because we got that light there on the bridge. That'll make it a little bit difficult. Not too sure about that. Glasgow City Garage, 4 minutes 15. Also not too sure about that. I mean, if I were to take the highway all the way up instead of doing that loopy, maybe I can make that. That's just 1. Let's try that. Let's just try that. It's just 1, so we should be okay. Just about rear-ended into that guy there. I'm just gonna boogie in front of you there, Sunburst. Hang on. Gonna give this car all that it's got for power to see what it can do. Jeez, first gear's still bringing us up to 53 miles an hour, but there's 60. I put it at about 61 when I hit the button, and that should, no, not really doing her. Let's try 62. Set cruise there. Well, now we could do about 70, I'm pretty sure. We are full throttle right now. Nope, it wants me to do that loop, that's right. Okay, I almost did that. I think that's an undercover in front of us. No, that's an ETK 900. Would watch me be wrong. There is one up here, though. This thing really does not handle too well. The rear end feels like it's about a mile behind. And of course, it's me saying that even though I'm driving on a controller, but I steer, then the rear end slowly comes up to help out. Yeah, we got a bit of time. Yeah, we got just under 3 minutes here. 2.5 minutes, I should say. We got one light here, and then the other light over there. Any moment now. There we go. And then we're gonna take a stop and see what gas looks like. Maybe when we have more money, actually. You know, I just thought about that. I was like, you know, it's probably gonna be pretty expensive, so I'll probably have to wait. Let's see, the sign isn't even on right there. I don't know if that's just been broken or if it's because the value is out of range for the sign. There we go, we could drop that off on time. So we got 90 extra credits right there. Let's go put $100 of gas in. I mean, real life, that pretty much fill up most vehicles. Most, I say, of course. You know, big trucks, semis, stuff like that, no. But even something like this, it should. But it's not gonna here. By any means. So we hit the refuel. It looks like it costs $3,937 per gallon. Oh my goodness, that goes up crazy quick. I'm using the controller so I can fine adjust it. Hopefully get it right on the dot. I mean, I can get her pretty slow. I went over. That's $100 right there. It really didn't do a whole lot, but we could put that in and at least have a little something extra in the tank. Looks like it got us about 1/8 a tank or so, I'd say. Getting some wind. It's gotten cloudy. All right, let's take a look and inspect here. So parcel deliveries. There's 10 spark plugs here, so that's going to be $47.60 for 10 of them. And then we've got this also going to Velasco Auto, so we can go ahead and hit both. I mean, it'll work. Let's go ahead and load it up. Get the car nice and weighted down here. Spark plugs really shouldn't even weigh anything like, I don't know, maybe there's 10 pounds per box, so 100 pounds spark plugs. If you're thinking of not just a 4-pack, but like an actual shipping case, you know, full of them, so that'd probably be 10 of the 4 packs for 40 spark plugs or something like that. And then 10 of those 10s. Looks like we got a little bit of a drizzly rain kind of a deal coming down here. It's just a little hard to see. Next thing I would love to see, though, is to see vehicles' windshield wipers. And they actually do something. I think that's been a long-awaited, wanted thing, and well, I think this weather system was originally implemented with Beam for the idea of doing it, and then they gave up on it, like a lot of stuff, it seems. See wind burst that's up to 17 miles an hour, it looks like. Nothing too crazy. Easily handle that. You lost. down to 60 here. It's just a slight downhill, so it should be all right. So that way we don't risk getting ran over. Ran into, I should say. I was thinking about it a little while ago how, I think it was the first and second season, maybe even the third season as well. Out of nowhere, and I promise you it's not even planned. I'd just go to walk across the street, and a couple times during each season it happened, I'd just get hit by a car and it scared me. We got one that's turned around right here. I've got a delivery to do. We're really going at them. Sorry to cut you off. I'm taking the opportunity here. I'll cut into the first one to cut across over here. And he's really going for it. That sunburst is really getting it, man. He's going. There we go. They got him. We got some good reputation and all kinds of other goodies going on there. Let's see. So we have the one. It's going to Belasco Auto right down in there, but I don't have anything here. Let's take that way. Let's go ahead and... Ooh, watch that. I almost ran right into that. 11 parcels here. Spearleaf Marine Industrial Warehouse. We could do the Industrial Warehouse for a little extra. And then we're going to see what we get over here. There's 21 available over here. And that's going over to Riches. We can add that in. That's kind of on the way. We'll make a few extra stops. Why not? We got the cargo space. Let's do this. Time of day seems to be going really slowly though, but I'm okay with that. We are already 25 minutes in, and I mean, we haven't really done a whole lot, but that's kind of the thing, is starting out, not a lot happens. I think the CCF also had like a hill start assist thing. So it'd prevent you from rolling back. Oh my goodness. Full throttle, come on. I have the right of way. They don't really care though, of course. Got another yellow light right here. It took me so long just to get up here. I've got to get full throttle in first gear still, so we'll have to do something about the final drive, maybe even increase that. Like, I'm okay if its highway speeds are a little high on the RPM there, but I'd rather that, so that way I can get moving. So I'm a little bit weighted, sure, but I can't even spin the tires. High clutch temperature. Put her in neutral, and hopefully... Oh, this is going to be tough. I'm probably going to smoke this clutch out just trying to get up this hill again. Here we go. So yeah, I definitely need to do something about the gear ratio. A little bit better there. Let's see it. Yep. I'm holding the throttle steady. Just trying to be gentle here. Into neutral here. Stop just a little ways back so I can get a little hill start down this way. Man, these red lights. I can't just run them though, because of course they'll come after me. And even though my car is a little bit quicker, I still don't feel too confident about this one getting away. I probably could have made that, honestly, but I didn't want to advance it. Our insurance rates would go through the roof. A little bit of a sprinkle again, and Of course, since we're near the police station, it makes sense that we would see a lot more police vehicles as well. Drop these off. Let's see what that gets us on our leveling. Yeah, we're a little over halfway finally, so that's good. Ooh, we got some potential parcel availability here. I just want to see what we have. To Glasgow Audio Industrial Warehouse, and I don't see us going to anything nearby, so we'll just cancel on that. Let it be. Yeah, I can't even clutch drop. It just doesn't do it. He's coming from the right for the moment, so we're good there. Let's see what we get here. Go ahead and drop that off, putting us up to 818 credits. Man, nothing quite like last season, though. That was getting kind of nuts, let's be honest. So, exhaust shop, and we got the Glasgow City Garage all the way over there. But, I mean, let those kind of be. We just got the spark plugs to drop off now. The industrial warehouse. I guess they're being shipped overseas, but I didn't think they would manufacture them here. Unless somebody ordered it from that place. That's kind of a silly signal to me. Honestly, I think it should just be a stop sign there on the right and one on the left. These guys are straight through. But I gotta sit and wait for them, you know. It's gonna be a little bit more of a grind in that sense just as well. And of course, we still got the automatic shifter there, so I'm just magically shifting the car. But we're worrying about what actually is needed to make it move. It's already in first gear. A little bit crazy there. Something there happening. Cam for a moment here. I'm trying to drive this thing as nicely as I can, basically. A little exclamation mark thingy right there. I want to check that out. I see that we got the police tab sign going on over there and all that. That's awesome. The exclamation mark really is making me curious. It's piquing that ADHD curiosity, man. So there we go. I think the only other thing is to, like, maybe renting a vehicle if we can do that. I don't know if we can do that yet. Let's go check this out over here, though, and see what we got. We got lights coming on, it looks like, I think. Oh, a big change in lighting happened there. Not sure. It is raining, and it's like... Yeah, it's actually wet out, too. And I like that sound. It sounds accurate. So right now, nothing there. If I pop out in person, the As Seen on TV dealership, and the Race Tab dealership. Okay. That's what we got. It's a pretty cool little deal to see an exclamation mark on there like that. And I think what I'm going to do, provided I remember and all that, I think for December, I'm going to change this from rain to snow. We'll make it more fun by doing that. Right now, though, I think this is fun. It's actually doing that outside right now here anyway. It's raining. Let's turn down some of my fans and stuff, so hopefully the audio coming through the mic isn't too bad. It likes to get a little warbly when I have the fans going, even though I don't have actually any sort of noise cancellation going on. I don't understand it. I really don't. We got the grocery shop and that, so we'll go ahead and take all of that stuff. It's just a little bit more money and some experience. Hopefully we can get to level 2. That's just fun. And I love the sound, because it just sounds so accurate to me. And then we're dry, because it's covered here. Pick that up. Display packages right here. I could have stayed on the left of the pillars, but that's okay. Go ahead and pick those up. Ooh, we're sagging good now. I don't even think we really have any suspension remaining in the back here. We're still moving alright though. So I know it's not actually a lot of waste, just the car's pretty down. There we go, but we're getting nighttime and rain. I'm just gonna do this, because we only got 2 headlights on the right side. Or, you know, we only have the one set, the high low beam on the right. This is definitely some rain, alright. Be a little bit more cautious with driving, but not as bad. Once we get to snow, that's what's going to be the fun part. Was I already in first gear? Apparently I was. Start crossing on over here. Just gonna go through. You can hear that tire spitting. Can't really see too much besides a bunch of rain. We'll stay on the hood cam. I think that'll be alright, because then I can see my RPMs and yeah. You know, I think about it. Hardcore mode could be more awesome with a toggleable option for limited UI. So basically the only things you get from UI are when you go in the pause menu or when you arrive at a location. I think that could be pretty cool. And I don't think it would be that hard to do. Basically, the game already calls up some code and stuff when you arrive at a location. So you could still do the navigation here. Oh, that was fun. You can still do all the navigation markers and stuff, but man, that's wicked loud too. Let's go on in here, a little bit quieter. But then, yeah, until you show up, it won't give you an option to get into menus or anything besides pause menu. You won't be able to see, you know, any of the other UI elements, speed, anything like that. There came out our 1453, just over half an hour now into the video. And we still haven't broken into level 2 on that. Get down to the jewelry store. Make it through that one. Definitely not going to be running this one though. this is definitely a little fresh change of pace. You can hear the tires just sliding. No ABS, so of course had a little bit of fun. We're negative 513 credits now. I didn't make enough to fix for insurance, so I mean, yeah, I gotta start figuring that out. Not a whole lot of power. Gotta have a little bit of fun with the rain though. And that's still with an open differential. It's just not going that crazy. Let's take a peek over on the other side. Boy, howdy, I could not see anything. Oh my goodness. I think I'm getting some rain now. I'm gonna go take a peek-see though, see what it looks like for vehicle rentals, what I need to do and everything. I'm glad I didn't get that loan, because we'd be so negative there'd be no way to ever get out of the hole. Not without me just grinding away forever. Throttle, how far can we go? That's about how far I'll push it at least. Let's take a look. Loaner vehicles, what do I have to do? So it looks like I need to be reliable to here, but I can be level 1. Otherwise, we got level 2. We could take the tanker trailer, but I don't have a truck for that, of course. Otherwise, yeah, it looks like level 2 or level 3. Ooh, yeah, so we definitely got to get some stuff going that way. Industrial box, we can't, of course, do anything with that. Oh, there's some lighting again. That was, make me blink for a few moments there. Cruise on across over this way. See what we can find here. Don't need to charge. I want to look at a cargo. These should be smaller. Yeah, we got some stuff, but this is all tiny. But again, we need to get that experience up, and reputation with them is helpful. So we've got 3 different spots. Where is the other one that's out of the way? Yeah, we're going to take out Rich's here, because then we can just kind of go around to, let's see, Jefferson Motors as we pass, and then over that way. And yeah, there's that. Let's close that menu, and let's see career paths, milestones. We do have a good few here. 25 parcels for 200 credits, or 100 credits, I should say. We get 50 more credits for 1 parcel on time. Deliver any kind of cargo for 150. We're almost out of the hole here. We're going to be out of the hole. Yep. Just barely. Deliver any kind of cargo to 9 different facilities, and 1,000 on goods and services for 50 more credits. Okay, we're not out of the hole. But after this delivery, we are going to be out of the hole. Let's see. This likes to do this again. Yep. Make sure we clear that. Ooh, yeah. You can't stop as quick as normal. I just about hit the sunburst there. That was totally my fault, though. Over the line. I'll admit I'm pretty tired. It is technically Monday. Just past midnight. And I completely forgot, I'll be honest, about making the episode. I forgot it was Sunday, and then I was like, oh yeah, I gotta work, and I gotta have a video up, so I gotta get on that. Not in that enough? There we go. I can go ahead and didn't want to inspect. Drop off. Thank you. But it goes to $9.25 in the hole. And what do we get for parcel deliveries here? Do we have anything that's going anywhere nearby? Not really, no. We have some goodies in here, though, I will admit, but nothing that's going anywhere that feels really well to me. Like about 4,000 is where the power does start to fall off, so trying to keep it kind of in that. Kind of high on that RPM curve here, to be honest. Can't even really hear anything from the car, it's just all rain. Alaska City Garage, yeah, it's going to try to have me do that again. It might be technically shorter, but I don't think it's technically faster. I guess it's debatable. But for me with this car, I get to skip going to, instead of that light up at the intersection at the top, I get to skip through that and instead hit these two, but 21 mile an hour, 4-second long burst to win. Churn arrow's almost in the way. Almost. Come on, let's get a green here. Any moment now. This is getting tiring. Okay, we can see the other one's turning red, so there's a green. Oh, I was in second gear. A little ahead, I'm sure, but it'd be alright. Yeah, it's alright. Can't really see where I'm churning, can't really see a whole lot of anything. Go, drop that off. We're out of the hole. We're up 43 credits again. Oh yeah, I gotta definitely do something here with all that. Let's, before we get there, how are we doing on that? We got 50 parcels delivered for another 150 credits. I'll take it. Why not? That help us keep out of the hole a little bit better. I could do... I think there is something here with this somewhere. Tracking cargo delivery. Yeah, cargo delivery. 95.5 out of 100 XP it says. Level 2, 121 out of 150. Okay. So basically we got one more to go. I think for that sake, I'm going to run this episode a little bit longer than I have been wanting to. I've been trying to go down to 45 minutes, but it doesn't seem like that's going to be possible here. So we got riches right there, but we've also got this, which is jerry rigs. We don't have the space for anything more than that, but it's 83. Ooh, man, 20 times 7, 1,440 credits under. So it'd be like 600 credits we'll get from this one. And here we got 6, 5, 11, 45 for like 500 credits. Yeah, let's just do just this one. I think that might get us closer, but I don't think it'll get us. Man, this is tough to figure because if I do that, yeah, let's just do this 7 here. Whatever it gets us, it gets us. A little bit of sliding there. Yeah, as if nighttime wasn't hard enough to drive in. I can't even tell if I'm really going over the center line or not. I can see the right side line myself, but you get a lot of wind noise right there. A bit of a slide for fun. We're gonna just cruise right through and pretend that didn't happen. I'd be curious to see how the cops are going to react, try to chase me in the rain. I think there's less at nighttime. It's almost a guarantee. There's less vehicles than overall, so... Driving over the curb. I was anticipating a little bit more slide while I was trying to get the speed going here. No. A big sliding there. I was thinking about Jefferson Motors over here in this corner. That wasn't the one we're going to, though. Cops are going crazy up there, getting somebody. It's not me, though. At least I use my blinker, okay? Oh, you're listening. I could tell. You're listening. You did not use it for the other one, and now you do? Here we go again. Full throttle, come on, baby. You might just shoot through this. Come on. It's yellow. Okay, I made it past the halfway point. At least for how it's here. Where I'm at. That's kind of how it works. Get through halfway in. Before it turns red and technically you're legal, but it's debatable on whether or not you should be doing that kind of a thing. But where's my town is? We get them just like here. They're all red and then the other side turns green. Just to give it a little space. That accident's happening. I don't think there's really many, if any, places in the world that would do that, where as soon as it turns red one way, the other gets green, because that could cause some issues. Now we're getting stuck with the red lights down this way. I am so tempted to just try and run this right now. Of a slide. I wanted to make sure I hit that green light. stop here. Are you gonna go? I was starting to wonder. It's like, I am waiting for you, don't worry. To the left and over to the right. Alright. We basically burnt our fuel that we put in also. There we go, level 2. Beautiful, that'll really help us out. The Lasco City Garage has gone to reliable, so we can also get that other one that way. Okay, well, let's go find a nice spot with some light here. Oh my goodness, I cannot see them backing up now. I'll turn on my brakes just a little bit. There we go, I can see the poles right there. And I know this gas station decently. There we go. Let's go ahead and kind of get out of the rain a little bit here. I'm not going to put any fuel in. Alright guys, if you enjoyed today's episode, make sure to hit the like button. If you want to see more BeamNG, RLS career, hardcore content, go ahead and subscribe. I also got a second channel out, and I decided to just gonna end up putting up at random times some of my first-person games that I play. Battlefield 6 looks like it's going to be one. I was playing Helldivers, but I kind of paused that for right now due to its whole spiel. That's besides the point. But anyway, guys, that's going to be it for today. If you did enjoy, of course, we got the whole spiel. I already did that. Take care. Bye-bye.